Fitzmagic is back with the Washington football team. Could he be the starter for the Washington football team? I thought that Ryan Fitzmagic got a really raw deal last year. I do not understand why the Dolphins decided to sit Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think ultimately that was the wrong move in 2020 in that season. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick, as we saw, and we compare the performances of Tua and Fitzpatrick, as much as you might like Tua, I think most people would say that Fitzpatrick was the better quarterback last year. So I really thought that Fitzpatrick got especially because he was winning and the team was winning and they were successful. It's hard to sit a quarterback when a team is winning and a team is successful. And I think he got a really, really bad deal there. But now he's back. There was reports that he would retire, okay? But he has not retired. He is back. 1-year contract, $10 million, up to 12 in incentives. Now, I think that this is a little expensive for Washington, considering that Cam Newton got $5 million and Jameis Winston got $5.5 million. I think both quarterbacks are better than Ryan Fitzpatrick. But I do understand why he got 10, because there's a couple reasons here. So Fitzpatrick has actually performed quite well over the last 2 years. So I'm not saying that $10 million is too much for a borderline starter in this league. That is not a lot of money. I just thought in comparison to the other two guys, it felt a bit rich. But I think the biggest reason that he got $10 million is because he might have retired. He was thinking about retiring. So in order to keep him from retirement, Washington had to pay him to get him in their building and make it enticing. I think also they were probably looking at the quarterback market and they saw the Jameis Winston domino fall and they said, you know what, we're running out of options. We need a quarterback. So let's give $10 million to the Magic Man himself, Fitzmagic. So I like this move because I think it gives them a veteran quarterback. Whether he's their starter or not, it doesn't matter. I think having Fitzmagic in the building is a valuable asset to have because he certainly can come in and play and start for you. He's an accurate passer still. He still has underrated mobility and escapability. He's quite a smart quarterback and a smart football player. And even if he's just a backup or like a high-class backup, I think he's still valuable with what he offers in the locker room, on the sidelines and helping a young quarterback develop. So I think Fitzpatrick is a very, very awesome move for the Washington football team. I think he's a clear upgrade from what they had last year. I think he's better than Alex Smith. I think he's better than, right now, what we know of Heineke. I think he's better than Haskins. So he's better than anything they had last year, and I think he makes their offense better. I think also when you look at what he does best, he's really good at getting rid of the football quick and deciding and determining where to go with the ball. He protects bad offensive lines a lot of the times. I thought that's why he was a better option than Tua, because his processing speed is high. He's a veteran quarterback that's been around for a long time, and he's smart. And he can still sling it a fair amount. He doesn't have the biggest arm, but he still has enough of an arm to make plays and thread the needle. And as Coach says, he's a gamer. I really think Fitzpatrick, as a Patriots fan, he's played for the Bills, he's played for the Dolphins, he's played for the Jets. I've seen this guy play countless times versus my own team. So the fan fear of seeing Ryan Fitzpatrick is a real thing. This isn't no slouch of a quarterback, even at however old he is. I want to say he's 39. But I'll just tell you this. In Week 17 in 2019, I did not want Ryan Fitzpatrick to get the ball because he ended up going down the field and scoring and eliminating us from a bye. So he's just a gamer. He comes to play. He's not going to back down. I think that trickles through the rest of his team and roster when he leads his team. And I think he's obviously a much better quarterback than what Washington had last year. I think that is just the biggest thing we could say. So even though they go from, Ryan Fitzpatrick, from Alex Smith or from Heineke or from Haskins, it's still a pretty big upgrade. And I know that we look at Fitzpatrick as this bridge quarterback, as this guy that was kind of a human suitcase and a journeyman. But he's played solid football over the last couple of years. And I think he'll play solid football for Washington. We'll just have to see what Washington does with the rest of their quarterback position. But I do think Fitzpatrick can provide them with a decent enough starter for them to be, around what they were this year, if not a little bit better. So I like it. Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, he's back. And he's bringing the magic to the nation's capital.